Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening as per the time convenient you are looking and watching to this video. This is Santosh Kumar Thakur, and in the nomination sector, I have been nominated by my friend LAKPA SHERPA to brief about new education policy. So, I would like to begin here. New education policy was drafted by a committee under the guidance of former chief of ISRO Indian Space Research Organization Krishnaswamy Krishnaswamy Kasturirangan. He is a present chancellor of Rajasthan University, which is a central university, and also NIIT University. So it was a brief introduction about uh, how the drafting committee was formed. Okay, coming back to the policy, earlier it was 10 plus 2 format and UG and PG. Now, abolishing 10 plus 2 format, Indian education system has taken the consideration of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, that is 5 years plus 3 years plus 3 years plus 4 years. Altogether, it makes of 15 years. Earlier, the start of a child in a school of the by the government, it was set that a child should be of 6 years in admitting in class 1. But abolishing that criteria, Indian education policy of new education policy of 2020 has said that a student can be admitted in school in 3 years of age. Now, the stream abolition has taken place as it was earlier arts, commerce, and science. But after the implementation of new education policy 2020, the uh, multiple entry and exit will be taken as a consideration. So, starting from the foundation course that is of 5 years, in the 5 years there will be 3 years of play garden, that is hair garden. Child will be made used to come school. They will be motivated to come to school. They will be made to play. They will be live their life, live their own world. As in the childhood, many students or the learners don't want to go to school, as it's a burden to study and do whatever. So students, in these 5 years of foundation course, there will be no exams. First 3 years it will be a hair garden, and the rest 2 years will be of class 1 and 2. So starting from the age of 3, these 5 years of foundation course will be covering the students 8 years of age. So at the 8 years of age, a child will go to class 3, that is preparatory stage. And here exams begins from class 3 to class 5. That is, first one we completed preparatory, foundation we completed 5 years. Now the preparatory for 3 years, 3 to 5 class 3 to 5. Okay, here activity will takes place and study as well. The language will be in the mother tongue, as students or the child will be made more aware about their native or the mother tongue language. Now comes the stage after. So we completed 3 years of admission of school, and 5 years of foundation, that is 8 years. Now 3 years of preparatory, that is 11 years. Now, after 11 years of age, a child will go to middle stage. In this, a child have to study any one Indian language, in the sense a child can there will be a provided language by the CBSE or the board, whichever they are studying in. The board will give the options to study their one Indian languages. So from the list, the student have to choose one Indian language, that is compulsorily. Okay, so here the students will learn computer coding, vocational, and technical courses will be taught here. Excuse me. Technical courses will be taught here. Technical courses in the sense, students, if he or she wants to learn stitching, he or she wants to learn fishery or any skilled development things, that may be mason, that may be hotel management, whatever type of food making, gardening, whatever his or her choice is, that will be. And mathematics, science, and arts all will be in this combination, that is from class 6 to 8. Okay, after coming to the next segment, after the middle stage comes the secondary stage, that is of 4 years, from class 9 to 12. That makes a complete of 18 years. Earlier also it was 10 plus 2, that is 12, and 6 years of admission. The child was admitted in school in 6 years of age. So that altogether made 12 plus 6, that is 18 years of school education. Here also same, that is 3 years of school admission, and 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, that makes all of 18 years of school educations. Okay, the secondary stage, that is of 9 to class 12. So here there is no stream. Earlier the stream was chosen after class 10, that is arts, commerce, or the science or vocational subjects. Here what is implemented is that in earlier in the middle stage, the student or a learner was asked to choose one Indian languages, whereas in this stage of the secondary, the learner is asked to choose one international subject, international language. That means it may be Chinese, it may be German, it may be French. So it will be advised by the uh, board of education. So earlier, students were asked to choose streams in from class 11 onwards. Okay, so now the no stream formula has been taken. Multiple subjects can be chosen. For example, if students from class 9 onwards, I'm talking about class 9 to 12. If a student is interested in learning chemistry, he can take chemistry. At the same time, he is also interested to learn physical education. He is permitted to take physical education. At the same time, he is desired to learn tourism. He is eligible to take it. And at the same time, he is interested in learning history, so he can take history, in fact. So this makes all combination, mix mixture of all in one. Earlier in earlier stage, earlier education policies, student was asked to choose the stream, and he or she will study the particular stream only. But in this new education policy, a student or a learner can choose multiple subjects and start studying whatever he or she wants to. That means there is no rigidity of a particular stream. He or she can choose one or two each subject from each stream, and he can make himself or herself convenient as per his desire. Okay, semester system has been adapted, because earlier it was annual exams, but in this in this according to this education policy, there will be semester wise exams that will be of objective as well as subjective. Not only the objective, not only the subjective, it will be a combination of it. So in this education system, in the secondary stage, there will be a critical thinking. You know, earlier it was a rote learning method. Rote learning method in the sense, it was asked. For example, it was said that mm, not Mahatma Gandhi used to follow non-violence, but in this education policy has made critical thinking. Critical thinking in the sense, a student or a learner will be taught by a teacher that how, why non-violence, and what if Mahatma Gandhi did not follow at that time non-violence, what would happen. That means a critical analysis makes a close view of every segment, that why, when, where, and what. Evolution of rote learning has been taken place, and critical thinking, as I told, critical thinking, in other words, we can say that various types of analysis will be implemented here. So this was all about the school educations. Now I'm moving towards the uh, after school education, that may be that we can say that undergraduation course. Okay, undergraduation course is taken care before I start a UGC and undergraduation course. I want to say that earlier it was Ministry of Human Resource Development Department. Before I start UGC one, I want to say that Ministry of Human Resource Development Department MHRD is being replaced by Education Ministry of Education. You know, so it has been replaced by Ministry of Education name. Okay, moving back to UGC, University Grant Commission has initiated that earlier the school the after seeing the school result or the percentage, the undergraduation course was provided. But now the NTA will be implemented, that is National Testing Agency. It is a type of system which will implemented by asking to have uh, pre-session pre-session of examination, means it's a type of entrance exam. Okay, so NTA, National Testing Agency. So under UGC, HECI, that is Higher Education Council of India, has nominated four segment which will look different part of the education system. Rules and regulations will be looked after by NHERC, that is National Higher Education Research Council, sorry, Regulatory Council, National Higher Education Regulatory Council. So it will be looking after rules and regulations of UGC, under UGC, that is graduation courses. Okay, funding issue will be taken care after by HEGC, that is Higher Education Grant Council. Provides accreditation. Accreditation will be provided by NAC, National Accreditation Council. National Accreditation Council will look after the grading system of the UGC as earlier it was. So standard will be looked after by GEC, that is General Education Council. Uh, Standard of education will be looked after General Education Council. So this was the four segment distributed by under UGC by Ministry of Education to look after the various things. So coming to the course, it will be if a student or a learner wants to study, or he is studying in a in a college or in a undergraduation, if he or she completes 1 year of his education in colleges, it will be he or she will be provided with a certificate, graduation certificate. Okay. If a person completes 2 years of education, that person will be provided diploma graduation. Okay, so let me not confuse you by saying first year certificate of graduation or graduation certificate. That is, a certificate will be provided to a learner which says he or she has completed his certificate course under graduation. 2 years of education makes diploma, 3 years of education makes degree. So degree in earlier education policy, 3 years of education, 3 years of education in undergraduation course makes a graduation. Undergraduate person will be qualified for any jobs, higher jobs, competition to for to sit in State Public Service Commission, Union Public Service Commission, and other service provided by Government of India or the Government of State. So, if a person wants to continue his or her studies, he will study in the 4th year, and it will be a research degree. So that means 4 years of graduation will takes place. 4 years of graduation, that 4 years of graduation, that is 1 year certificate, second year diploma, third year degree, 4th year research. And implementation of 4th year, that is research, made master's degree to reduce for 1 year, and abolition of MPhil program has been taken place. So after this adaptation of a new education policy 2020, there will be no MPhil programs. Okay, so this was all about undergraduation. Okay, coming back to the PhD. Coming back to PhD, so abolition of MPhil took place. So after graduation, there will be a master's of 1 year, as student have done. If the student have done research program in under graduation, he or she will do masters for 1 year. If he or she has not done research program, or he or she has left his course after the completion of degree, then he or she have to do 2 years of masters. So let me not confuse you. Masters is of 2 years after graduation, but after graduation, that is degree there is 1 year of research paper. Research paper is of 1 year under graduation only, and if he or she has done research work, then he or she is eligible to do masters for only 1 year, not 2 year compulsion is there. Okay. PhD is of same. There is no changes in the PhD criteria. Coming back to and covering the B.Ed courses. So B.Ed courses will be integrated course for B.Ed degree. That means a student or a learner wants to join the teaching field. He or she have to go for 4 year of education under the education policy. 4 year of his graduation will be of BA, that is Bachelor of Education. After class 12, he or she have to go for 4 years of integrated course. And the question will arise, what if a person has done degree earlier? That means in earlier education policy, student have done their graduation and they are working somewhere and they wants to join B.Ed. Then what about them? Then government has means government or drafting committee has kept that place for them, that after the research work, after the degree work, a student is eligible to pursue his B.Ed, that will be of 1 or 2 year, that will be implemented by the drafting committee. And most important thing is that This new education policy 2020 is likely to be implemented from 2022 only, not from 2020, not from 2021. It will be implemented from 2022, as it has been asked by the various principals and institutions to feedback for this policy. So the implementations will be done there, and after the refinery, the best of best policy will come into the effect. Okay, at the end, I want to say that the result will be in this manner. So earlier a student wished to have a degree, then they used to do their written exams and practical, the vivas and all. So in this implementation, there will be distribution of marks by self assessment. Marks will be provided after the exams is conducted. Self assessment, that will be of personal interview by the teachers, and it will be asked by the friends that how he or she is in a friendly manner or with their peer group. And it will also be looked after by the teacher, that how the student is performing day after one. So these four things will makes you achieving something which will uh, if which can affect or which can boost your grading system or your marks or the percentage. Okay, earlier it was 3 percentage, almostly 3, approximately 3 percentage of GDP was used by the government to in the education system. But this time, new policy has taken 6 percentage of their GDP. So in this new education policy, earlier, what in this education policy, government will set a certain criteria or certain limitations for the private schools to charge fees. Earlier, the schools used to charge whatever fees they are willing to, and if you want to admit your child, you are welcomed, and if you are not being affordable, then thank you very much was said by the schools. But this will be implemented by the new education policy under a drafting committee, that fees criteria will be kept, and practice of knowledge, that is vocational training and skilled worker, will also be uh, taught. Skilled working will be taught. Okay, after the implementation of new education policies, 50 international universities will be allowed to open their university in India. So, that means not I don't want to mean that 50 any university. I mean to say that 50 best of best university will set up in India. Okay, so this was all about new education policy, and this is a very good policy. I can say that from ranking in the 100, I can grade it till 95 and 96% that it's best of best policy initiated by the government, because nothing is 100%. There will may be loopholes, there are many some loopholes, but many beneficial things have come up. So this was all about new education policy. I think I have completed and I covered almostly every part of new education policy. If something left, I will be revising it. And thank you very much, LAKPA SHERPA, for nominating back me, as this initiation of nominating in a certain topic will help children's, will help the educators, will help the practitioner to learn many things and initiate from them. So further, I will also nominate somebody to cover some topics and that may bring small changes in the society. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening.